Hey guys, what's up? Jerjis chess channel here, back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be playing against a fellow chess YouTuber, Chess Mode, and his username is LoveChess21. We're going to have a very nice rapid game here, and then after the game, we'll be doing analysis. So I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1, E4. And I'll put a info bar up at the top for when analysis starts, and I'll also put his channel link in the description. So we have a Caro Khan. Interesting. I'm going to play the advanced variation because I think that's a nice variation. I expect bishop f5. Oh, c5. He plays c5. That's also a variation. I'm not too familiar with this one, though. I think we see e6, or do we see knight c6 here? I forgot. e6. I think bishop e3 looks reasonable to me. It looks like a good move, honestly. The idea is just to protect this because bishop c5, he was starting to take it. Knight c6. What do I do on knight c6? I just play knight f3. Oh, knight d7. What do I do here? Well, he's attacking both pawns. If I play knight f3, he takes here with the bishop. I can just pin his knight, I guess. That looks pretty reasonable. I probably shouldn't have played the advanced variation. I'm not too familiar with it. Knight e7. So now we're playing knight f3. I expect knight f5. That looks bad for me, actually. Yeah, maybe this is a bad line. Knight f5 is just winning, isn't it? Well, it's not winning because I'm still up a pawn. But if he does knight f5, oh, knight c6. Okay, I could take and play b4. I'm not the type of player because then he has like rook b8. He has a5. I think he gets a lot of activity there. I think I'm gonna go for c4. This looks like an interesting move, honestly. And if he takes here, I have like knight bdd2, and then I get like knight c6. Interesting move. So let's calculate. D takes c4, knight bdd2, bishop takes a c5, knight takes c5, bishop takes here, and then knight here check. Looks really good for me. And I can even take here, and then take back. I have like castles too with pressure here. Knight g5. Wow, that position looks very nice. So I did go a lot of moves in depth there. So if you don't know, if you didn't really exactly hear what I was saying, I meant bishop c, sorry, I messed up my line. So I meant knight bdd2, bishop c5. Oh, okay, so we see this right away. So I'm going to go for knight bdd2. But what if he takes here? Oh, no, wait, he can't take there, it's pinned. Okay, knight bdd2. Okay, so now after bishop takes here, knight takes here, takes, knight d6, check. I was just wondering. Yeah, okay, he can't play check there because I would play knight c3. Okay. This is an interesting position. Yeah, there's no way for me to defend this pawn anymore. It's just a goner. I could also, when he plays here, I could take here. And after takes, then I could play here. Protecting this, covering these squares. The knight on c4, at least for now, looks to be very strong. And also another cool idea is if he plays c3, I think I can play knight e4, and I have like knight d6 coming. Okay, so now this looks strong to me. Okay, this is a tough position, honestly. Takes. Oh, he has bishop f2 check. That I missed. This is actually really tough. Oh yeah, I didn't see bishop f2 check. Because I could take here right now. And after takes, take here. If he castles, I could... This is a really tough position, honestly. Yeah, this is really tough. Wow. So what I was thinking is if I take here and he takes here, knight d6 check. I can't do that because he has queen a5 check, picking up the bishops. So knight c4, bishop takes here, then he has check, takes, knight d6, takes, knight d6. If king here, I have like here, or maybe not there. Maybe I can play like rook f1. Wow, this is a hard position. If I take, what if I just take and then take with the f pawn? That also seems like pretty good, honestly. Or if I take, check, and then just take with the f pawn. Because he's losing the bishop pair either way, so he might get an isolated pawn here. Like if I go for that line, takes, and like just take back, he has an isolated pawn. Yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna go for that. I think I'm gonna take here. And if takes, I just take here. And if he plays like here, I can take and then give a check. I could also go for this. Leave this pawn here, but I don't really see a reason to leave the pawn there. So I'm going to take this. He might think he has bishop a6. No, bishop a6, I can go here. And just thinking, if he goes here, I have this with check. Takes. Bishop a6, in that position I can even go for like king here. The knight on d6, I'm pretty much hoping that gives me enough activity. Yeah. This is a very tough game, honestly. I apologize if the audio might be bad. Not really sure about it. Okay, this I think is a bad move. Because I go bishop d2, and if takes, my knight is just getting to d6 for free. And this pawn is isolated. Yeah, so I'm going to go here. And if he goes just bishop back, I can go like b4. And then bishop back to e7. Okay, he takes. But now I have knight d6 check. Okay, this is an interesting position. This guy is pretty weak. This knight is probably coming to d6. I think I'm going to castle. If he plays here, I play rook fc1. That looks good to me. Bishop a6, rook fc1, and then b3. Something like knight d6 after that. The position looks good for me. I even have ideas of possibly like maybe pinning this guy. Like bishop a6, and then I pin this guy and I take this. But then he has bishop, yeah, I don't want the bishop to come to d5, so I'm going to go rook fc1. Knight c5 is an interesting move here, but I might have this in that scenario. And then it's an attack here. He'll go, oh, he takes. Really? This seems like a very weak pawn now. Also, I have an attack coming. This looks like a bad position for white. Or sorry, not for white, for black. I think I'm winning here, honestly. I don't really see. Oh, I missed that, didn't I? I missed that move. Well, seems like at worst we'll be getting a endgame. And I don't even think it's that bad an endgame for me. Looks like a sort of equalish endgame. I think I might prefer... He'll go rook c8. That's the weird part about it. I don't know who I prefer in this endgame. I think white is better by a little bit, but it's going to actually be very hard to win this. Yeah, that's a good move. I'll threaten mate. Yeah, okay. This is going to be... I'm going to have to try to grind this one out. It's going to be a tough one to win. I'll be honest about that. I don't think I can win this. I think I have to keep rooks on the board. If I trade rooks, it's a draw. So I'm going to try to keep rooks on the board by doing something like this. Because then if takes, let's say I go here and he goes like here, I can come back this way. Because this rook probably wants to be on the 7th rank. And if he goes check and maybe goes behind my pawns, then I can go for like a3 and then this is defended. Yeah, I missed that knight takes e5 move. Not really sure exactly where I went wrong. I thought this was good for me. Maybe I should play b3 here. No, but he's still... Maybe I should have gone queen c3 here. Okay, but also another idea is to just get him really low on time. Yeah, bad idea, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. He goes rook there. I could go for something like this, but then this pawn hangs. I could go for this. Check here. I think king d2 is a good move. If he goes here, I can try to double up on this file. Okay, I'm going to go king g2. Because if I don't really want to trade rooks, but if he forces me to, I'm fine with that. No checks allowed. Also, I kind of want to keep him low on time. That's another idea in this sort of position, to just flag your opponent. Yeah. This was a well-played game by my opponent. He's very underrated, honestly. I feel like he might go king f6 and get his king active. Okay, I'm going to improve my position. I think next I'll go rook c7. The thing about this sort of position is I don't think I'm ever going to win this. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to try to flag him. I'm going to try to play good moves pretty quickly and then just flag him. It sounds like a really dirty plan, but I really don't see how else I win this. He might be even trying to mate me, actually. Like, if he plays g4, g5, then I take, then he covers these two squares and give a check on the back rank. That's mate. But he probably doesn't want to get rid of my double pawns, because those are a weakness. He might go rook d7. I'll attack it. If he goes here and then trades and like I do something like this, I can go like here and then put a rook behind a passed pawn. And that should be winning for me. I think the rook behind the passed pawn is winning. I don't know about if the pawn is here though, because, well, I'll always have a backup plan, even still. I was just thinking about if he plays here and then trades, but he won't do that. Okay, he plays rook d5. That's just... Is that... No, that's not a blunder, actually. If I take here, he'll take here. If I take here, he'll take here. I can then go f4 and try to go for something like this. So I can go f4 here. But then he can take here. So yeah, I actually have to take here. And he takes here, and then I can go here. Oh, Okay. I'm just going to go fast now. Can go king here. Play f3 if he gives a check or anything. There's no really g5 because he doesn't want to do that. It undoubles my pawns. And e5 is also pretty bad because then I get pressure on the 7th rank. He's also down a minute on the clock. He played this well. Okay, g5, I don't like that move. Okay, I'll take that. And if he goes king takes, I can go for like h4 or something. Because I don't want him to get h4. e4 is also kind of interesting. Here I can go for this. If he goes for e4, I can just go back, honestly. And if he goes check, I go here. And if he goes down here, I go here. Double attack, he has to go back. Then I can go for something like c4. Okay, yeah. This game looks like it's going to be a draw or a flag. One of the two seems very likely. I'm hoping for the flag. But, yeah, my opponent played this pretty well. He goes back, and then I can go here. Here, takes, here, 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 here. Oh, wait, if I go here, takes, here, 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 takes, here, here, takes, here, here, here. Then I can go here. Takes, and I win. Yeah, that's actually interesting. I win this. If he goes for it, but I don't think he will. Yeah, he can just go for that move simply. But then I get this. e5 is off limits for him. And then I can go for like this. Now I can go for something like this. And then if he goes check, I go here. So now I have like this check, and then I can go behind the pawn. Yeah, I think I'm winning in this position now. Yeah, he doesn't really have an option. He's gonna lose these one of these guys eventually. Okay, so now we're gonna hop on the call with him. Good game. That was a good game. So
Good game. Very nice game.
yeah, hope you guys heard the game. That was a really close one, I will admit. I was kind of very surprised. You played very well.
Yeah, same. It was a very nice game. I mean, I I a lot of times lose the uh, on time.
Yeah,
It's a lot of times a problem for me. But
I
yeah, I
think
mean, yeah.
I think at the very end though, the end game was winning for me. Like when I had the rook on the fifth rank, I think that was winning, or the sixth rank, because you can't do anything in that position. But before that, it was definitely a draw.
Oh, I thought it was drawn. I thought you should try to create your pass pawn on um
The thing about if I
the
try to do
the b
that,
file. You know.
it's a draw though. That's a
Yeah,
draw.
I can. Yeah, but what is your plan then
Oh, my plan
in
was
this
to
game?
keep my rooks on the board and then double on the seventh, and then have my rook defending my b pawn, so that you can't attack any of my pawns. But then you traded rooks, and then my plan was basically to make you push your pawns forward to weaken them. And then you ended up pushing your pawns too far, and I ended up winning because of it, or because of the time rather. But I think I was winning
Yeah,
at the end.
I yeah, okay. We can also check it with the engine
Oh yeah,
if you want
16
at the end.
centipon. Wow, and 23 centipon. That's a good game.
Yeah.
You want to go into a steady or no? Let's just analyze. So e4, c6, d4, d5, e5. So I played the advance. I don't usually
Yeah.
play this.
Yeah. So what do you play usually?
Usually I play the two knights. I find it to be.
Oh yeah.
But I looked.
Okay.
I looked at like one of your games and I saw you play c5, and I like
Yeah.
playing. You always play it, do you?
Yeah. I always played. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you played c5, and I like playing against this variation c5. So I decided
Yeah.
I'd
I
play it.
I maybe I'll maybe have to change it because I think a3 is a pretty strong move for white against the c5 variation.
A3 where?
Um, Instead of bishop to e3, I think a3 is what
Oh,
a lot of like grandmasters play, and
I don't know any theory
yeah,
on this.
it's a pretty complicated. You get pretty complicated positions. So
I
yeah,
mean, I think bishop e3 is a fine move. It's the second most popular.
yeah, yeah. It is a fine move,
Yeah,
definitely.
knight
Yeah,
d7. Yeah, knight d7
yeah.
is not the most popular move here.
Oh, really?
It's
I
knight
thought.
h6. It's knight.
Oh,
The idea is to get to knight to f5, I guess.
yeah.
Doesn't really
But
make a lot of
still, I
sense.
think yeah, knight to d7 is still fine. I think attacking both of the pawns.
Yeah, bishop e5 looks to be natural. And then knight e7, knight f3,
Yeah, that's all theory here. Yeah.
and knight
My plan is to
c6.
get my knight to c6, of course, and then
Yeah, here I was.
threaten your pawn.
I thought I'd do really badly after knight f5 and then knight takes e3. Is knight c6 better or something?
Um, yeah, maybe I forgot a theory a little bit. I think knight f5 is probably the best move, yeah. But knight to c6 is also fine, I think.
Yeah, here I thought
Yeah,
about taking.
after knight to c6.
Yeah, I thought about taking it, but then after b4 you have a5, and if c3,
Yeah.
I thought you have like your queen c7, and then I can't defend the pawn.
Uh,
Looked very shaky. I'll check it with the engine. Is it good?
yeah,
Oh, I'm supposed to castle. I'm just supposed to give up the pawn. So I'm guessing b4 is bad. Oh yeah, b4 is nearly -1.
yeah. I mean, I think he can try to hold the pawn, but I can also like activate
Yeah, and you have f6 e5 in
my
that
pieces
position.
and castle quickly, and it shouldn't be a big problem because you don't have the option of really pushing these pawns to create a passed pawn. So yeah, I also have some lines with just sacrificing a pawn, and I have enough compensation. So
Yeah, I played
yeah.
c4 because I wanted to get the IQP. That's what I thought I would get. But then you played dx c4, which the engine
Oh
says
yeah,
is a mistake.
C4. Yeah, C4. I wasn't really expecting it, but I thought it was a nice move. I did. I mean, I I thought it was bad if I allow you to take on d5.
Yeah, but the engine apparently wants you to allow me to take on d5. That's pretty strange. I thought the same thing during the game. I thought c4 and I'll get an
On
IQP.
with the knight.
Yeah, and then knight bd2. Yeah, that's the only move really. What other move would I play? Because I don't want to
Yeah,
take the pawn
after
back.
knight takes c5 here.
You mean
This
bishop
is
takes c5?
uh yeah. I mean, I can take it with the bishop.
Oh, apparently
Maybe also with the knight. I
bishop
don't
takes
know.
c6 was a mistake. I guess that was the mistake. I should play knight x c4 and after bishop x e3. Bishop x
Oh,
c6 now, but that I calculated that. It gave up bishop f2. King takes f2 is better for white. And after b takes e6, knight d6 check. Wow. White is down a pawn but has a monster knight.
yeah. I was a little bit afraid of your knights jumping there.
I didn't see that in the game. Because I thought that I would just get a better pawn structure.
I
But
mean, yeah. I also thought that after you play your knight to d6, that I have some tactics with a knight takes on e5
e5,
sometimes.
yeah.
You
That
know,
happened in
and
the
then
game,
your
I
knight is
missed
not
that.
protected. I can take it with the queen. Yeah, when you castled, uh, I thought like I can play bishop to a6 and get rid of your knight because I think your knight is better here than my
Yeah, I
bishop.
messed up. I should have played queen c2 and then rook c1 and rook d1. I think then white is a lot better. But the way the castle in the game, I think it's equal probably.
Yeah, but what about instead of castles knight to d6? If you play this, maybe this
But the thing
was the
is,
move to
if the
play.
king is castled, what is the knight even doing on d6? Like, to me, it's like the knight is doing absolutely nothing. I don't want to trade my knight for that bishop. And then you're just going to play f6, and then if I take, the knight's weak. I don't really see what it's going to do there. That's what I was thinking. Because what?
Yeah,
Because you're going to play rook b8, right? And then you're going to push it on b2, and you're also going to have to defend your c6 pawn. So the knight to d6 didn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, Engine agrees with me. Oh, I should
yeah,
castle
and also after
queenside.
knight to d6, I can play queen side.
Do you see this?
Maybe
After you
no.
castled, I'm supposed to castle
Oh,
queenside.
yeah.
That's pretty.
Oh, that's what the computer says.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Oh my god.
I would never castle queenside here.
Yeah, I didn't see this in game. I
Yeah,
wasn't calculating it.
okay, I castle kingside, bishop a6. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
completely
after knight
equal.
to d6, I would probably play. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, and you're apparently better after knight takes f3. Uh, okay, it's equal after rook d2. You should have played a5. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. Rook d2 looks natural. Rook ac1, g6. I just I don't really understand how you're better in this endgame.
Uh, I think I'm not better. I think it's a total draw actually. Because okay, if you go for my a pawn, I will go for your b pawn. And if you have a passed pawn, a passed a pawn, this is going to be a draw because you
Yeah,
know
that's a draw.
it's a
Yeah.
draw. It's a draw. Yeah.
The thing I thought white was better here in the game, because even if I have a pawn on g3, let's say, like, I can only win this position because I have the majority on the queen side. I don't
Yeah.
really see how
You
black
know,
wins.
I think yeah. My plan was, of course, to create a passed pawn to create some counterplay, or just do it by activating my rooks. But yeah, I wanted to create a passed pawn, but it was a pretty hard thing to do because your pawns look pretty bad, but are still stopping me from creating a passed pawn. Um, I
Yeah,
tried to do it, but
if you get a
it was a
pawn on
pretty
the
hard.
yeah, if you
Yeah,
can get a pawn on the e file, I'll just give checks with my rook and win the a pawn, right? So it's really hard because my rooks are also pretty active. But then I played b3.
yeah,
Here I thought I would just improve the position, and then you played a5, and then I went for it. I played rook x d2, rook x c5, and f4. F4 I think is the best move. The idea was if you don't play king f6, I'm going to play rook e2 and rook e5, and then I'm going to basically win the game. because then you can't defend your a5 pawn. And if you trade off rooks, then I'm winning. But you play king f6, which is a good move.
Of course.
So I
Yeah, here I thought you were going to play king to f3. Actually,
well, if I play king to f3 and you play rook c3, or if you play king f5 and then I play king f3, you play rook c3 and I just go back. So I was like, I'll play king g3 and play f3 if he plays rook c3.
oh yeah, I understand it.
The
Yeah,
g5
yeah,
was a mistake.
makes sense. G5 was a mistake.
Yeah, if I were you, all you need to do is
Oh,
just move back and forth. Like, you don't really need to do anything because your rook is really good. I would just play king f5 and then king f6 and then offer a draw. G5, I mean, it's not a losing move, but you don't really have anything here as black. It's more like on white to try to win.
yeah. I mean, the computer says it's a draw.
Where did you go wrong then? Let's see. Rook c4.
I think I didn't go wrong. I think when I had like 5 seconds, I started blundering.
Okay,
Wait,
wait.
let me see. Where was this moment?
Rook c4 is apparently bad. I calculated in the game. I thought I would win on
Oh,
rook
I
c4.
actually had. Yeah. I
You could
can
catch the
stop your
pawn, but I
pawn.
thought
Yeah,
I would
with my
get the
king.
h pawn. I thought I would get the h pawn. Yeah, the engine miscalculated this. F6. Oh, I
Oh.
missed f6. That's what I missed.
Yeah,
In my
F6, and it stops you.
game. Oh yeah, I actually lost
That's
that
a
game. Wow,
that's a nice one.
I missed f6. Yeah, that's a cool move. I missed f6. I calculated it all the way up to
Yeah,
king takes
F6.
c6, and I was like, king g5. The position is winning, but oh wow.
Yeah,
But then rook d5.
yeah. Okay, but I moved. Yeah.
Is the final position not winning for me? Okay, wait. Rook b5. But after rook b5, I
Uh,
play.
no, it's not.
Oh yeah, it's still a draw.
It's
Yeah,
a draw because, I mean, what are you going to do, right?
yeah. So yeah, I'll just look at the opening one more time. Just see where I went wrong. So bishop e3, all good. c4 is good. Knight bt2. And yeah, here I should go knight. I should. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
real.
C4 is good, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and I should go knight takes c4, bishop takes e3, bishop takes 6, bishop x f2. I don't think I would ever find this. Bishop takes f2. That's pretty crazy. Like, just allowing your king to not
Wait,
castle.
which line? Which line?
So I'm talking about move 10 instead of bishop takes c6. I was talking about knight takes c4. It's a pretty crazy move. If you check at the engine line, it says knight takes c4, bishop takes e3, and then bishop takes c6. Just allowing bishop takes f2. I
Yeah.
calculated that and I was like, no, this must be bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
That's why I thought bishop x c6 first
Yeah,
would be
I have
better.
to. Looks like I have to retreat. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a good game. I wish the best of you then. So that's a. Well, I guess I'll mute.
All right.
So that's the end of today's video, guys. If you like this collab, please remember to leave a like in the comments. Or sorry, leave a like down in the description or comment anything if you want to see another collab with this guy. I like collabing with him because he's pretty similar to my strength, and he's also a good chess player. Make sure to check his channel down in the description. It is chess mode, and he makes great videos like I do. Thanks for watching the video, and goodbye.